as requested from our lovely subscribers, we should do a Sweet Bobby review.
Netflix docu on
The whole catfish.
the whole situation.
So we've done the review for the trailer, and we did that a little while back. So if you guys want to watch the video, it's down in our profile. But before we start, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It is the weekend, so need that love coming in before Monday.
Yeah,
So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get into it.
So
The Sweet Bobby, your thoughts? Because I know you have thoughts.
she got paid for that.
She did get paid, of course. You're on Netflix.
How much you think?
Lots.
I tried to find it, couldn't find it.
That was on top 10 Canada lists.
I wouldn't. How much would you want to get paid for that to put it out there, like for the whole world?
To make you seem like you're an idiot?
Yep.
I think she was already doing that.
Like
When she was doing her podcast and
$1 million, you think?
Million? More.
No way.
Way more.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You don't think they got probably paid more?
Netflix doesn't pay that much.
Just Netflix, though.
Well, what else was there?
Like endorsements and everything else. From
What
her.
endorsements?
Bro, she was going on a whole tour.
What endorsements?
She went on podcasts. Like endorsements.
Podcasts don't pay you.
Yeah,
do they?
Yeah, to show up. If we would have to pay people. We wouldn't pay people. Fuck you guys. But like,
Yeah, we're not fucking.
we're not paying no one.
Unless she wants to come on this, we can figure something
Shit,
out.
what? We might not be able to. No, I don't know how much she got paid.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
I feel bad that a Punjabi girl would drag her parents into like a Netflix
I feel
documentary
that's
like that.
the whole.
That was my thing the whole time. I was like, why would you put your parents,
parents.
your poor parents who immigrated from, I think they're from Africa somewhere,
Africa, yeah.
to like London, all that hard work, and then you throw them on like a Netflix thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously agreed to it.
Yeah.
But what bothered me the most out of everything, I'm not really bothered, but just kind of like head scratching, was the fact that she didn't listen to her parents.
No.
And when her parents were like, hey, like, this person sounds like a chick, she's like, no, don't talk about it like that.
Okay, before you give away the spoiler, we gotta let
People have watched it already.
I know, but just in case we have some.
Who cares if they haven't watched it and they shouldn't be watching this? What do I give a fuck?
What if they want our review before they go watch it?
Bro, seriously?
Maybe.
No, we're talking about the whole
maybe?
thing. We're not doing spoiler alert. Spoiler, it's been out for like 6 months. Mom, what?
You gotta do out of the respect for the game. You gotta do.
Are you serious?
Just say spoiler alert, and then you
No.
say that.
Okay, fine. Well, go ahead. I don't know what we're doing. What did I say that was such a spoiler alert?
Because I know you're gonna say it soon. So
Say what?
who the person was? Because
Oh,
you said
okay.
you can tell who the phone voice was a girl.
I'm pretty sure people, figured that out.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Who was it, Sim?
It was her cousin.
So it was Simran.
Psycho cousin.
Simran's.
Simran. Stay
Yo.
away from Simran.
Simran's.
Female or male. If it's a male, it's probably a chick. His name shouldn't be Simran in the first place. What's your name? My name is not Simran. That's part of the name, but there's a front part.
Yeah.
You can get.
This is why you stay away from Simran's.
I can't believe that there's no law for catfishing yet.
Well,
and hopefully,
okay. So
only good thing that'll come out of this is if there's a law passed in the UK or hopefully in Canada.
Worldwide, yeah.
Not worldwide, but like, most countries where
this
you
happened.
can't get away with their shit because she literally ruined
Her life.
10 years of her life, 11 years, whatever it was. So that's the sad part. And then you look back on other things when you're just like
Yeah.
scratching your head that somebody could be this naive.
Yeah.
And what bothered me on top of that with the whole parent angle was that, she didn't, like, I think one thing in our culture, like we always say like, oh, like our parents don't know, like they don't know what we're going through and all this other shit. Even though our parents say, don't date this person, right? We'll be like, no, like I know better than you, right? Her parents, her aunt, they were like, listen, like something's off. Like a couple of years into it, you haven't seen this guy, something's up. And she was so like hell-bent on like not listening to them. She literally shut them out,
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the manipulation too from her cousin's side, apparently. But man, that's a trip for your own family member to kind of do that to you.
Well,
It's very crazy.
obviously everybody has questions as to like why did this person do it? Why did Simran catfish her own cousin?
And she's a psycho.
So the site. Okay, yes, the insanity part is there.
Sociopath.
But like, what, like, obviously in the podcast, I think they talk about it, where the sexual part of it, and it's like, how do you do that to your own cousin, especially not?
I don't know what sex they were having. It must have been over the phone.
It was
phone sex.
over the phone.
Right.
It was sending, explicit pictures and stuff, and she was just using other people's pictures.
Oh, really?
It wasn't even like actual. You gotta watch the whole podcast too.
I don't watch the
podcast. I know we're keeping the review.
I only watch this
Netflix,
podcast.
right? So yeah, I know we were talking just about the review part or the Netflix part of it. The crazy, I think, for me was the gullible sense when the person got shot, or they got shot. They're in New York. There's this whole witness protection shit. At that point, doesn't your life just sound like it's a movie, and you're just like, what is going on here? Doesn't even feel
she was
reality.
so there was probably a dozen parts in that story where I was like, okay, now Horne, wake up.
Yeah.
And not only that, her other cousin,
Yeah.
the one that was in the documentary who had that really nice voice, she was giddy and giggling, and they were laying on the floor, and she started confiding in this person.
Yeah.
She started opening up to him because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
And apparently doctors are the go-to for any type of life stuff. He had all this advice and knowledge, and she's he was so good in listening to me. I'm you had no other friends that you could confide in besides this ghost in New York?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was weird. And she was underage.
And why couldn't she just fly there and see him? First of all, I still don't understand how it went on for 11 years.
Yeah.
Because she met him at 33, 34 maybe, and now she's 43. Younger. So yeah. Anyways, apparently it was 11 years. That's what was on the documentary? 10 or 11 years. But man, why wouldn't you just hop on a plane and just go there and be hello? It was.
Well, she ended up doing that at the end, right? That's how she went to actual Bobby's place and knocked on the door.
Well, the other really, that's after 11 years.
Yeah, I know.
She didn't do that when it mattered. She did it at the end.
Yeah, exactly. She should have done it way.
I feel bad also, how I guess her own cousin screwed up, the whole grandma thing. Remember, her grandma passed away.
Yeah, she didn't let him go to the.
And she didn't go to the funeral or something like that happened.
She wasn't there for her last moments.
Yeah, because why wasn't she there?
She wanted
he was supposed to come.
Supposed to come.
And then he didn't.
Yeah. And then he needed her attention or something.
So she missed out on her grandma. And that was your grandma from when you were a baby.
Yeah.
Up until man, how do you prioritize that? A man over that? What limit, That's just crazy.
The love and that.
Yeah,
with a little too deep with it, especially with our women, they dive in deep.
I just don't understand why she didn't do all the stuff that she did after 10 years, in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. Why did it go to 10? Holy man, that's crazy.
Without physically meeting someone and knowing, how did you get it past?
But it's actually unbelievable how her own cousin manipulated her to that level.
Yeah.
The level of manipulation was so extreme. And I think the personality type and just being manipulated was it was the secret recipe almost. It was too perfect.
Yeah.
The stars aligned for her cousin and her own cousin.
Yeah.
And she just,
you're saying the two personalities just connected really.
She was the perfect victim. Yeah. Perfect victim.
Was the perfect victim for that.
It's super scary because her own cousin in front of her was messaging her on lunch. And, she made 70 something profiles. Did you know that?
Yeah,
70 profiles.
Cool how they showed that, is one
taking pictures off the internet and then keeping up with all those chats. First of all, my question was, how much time did this cousin have on her hands? Holy! She literally was don't you have a social life or you want to go out but you're continuously on Facebook Messenger like
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
because it was in the New York time, and then like the calls and like the Skype calls. She also destroyed 10 years of her own life. I mean, that's
Right.
not like a big deal because she really destroyed her life.
Yeah.
But like you also ruined your own life. Like
Yeah. How much
psycho.
time did you spend? Like that was like a 24-hour job, right?
24 hours, man.
She probably either.
They're not even getting paid for it. Like,
But she was underage. She was going to school. How did she have the time to do all this? And when that was the crazy part, when she was like, actually, they were out on lunches and stuff together.
She was sending the
And they were,
pictures.
yeah, and messaging.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God, what a trip!
Very like that's very skillful. I
In
can
a-
admire
in a-
the skills.
In a bad way, though.
In a bad way.
Very bad
She
way.
could be. She could be very dangerous. Very,
Very dangerous.
if she really wanted to be.
No guy's ever gonna date her.
And the other, like, again, there was no, obviously the money motive of it was there money sent? Was she sending
No.
money? No, like it
No,
was just
no.
gifts and stuff, right?
Not even that yet. There was nothing. It was nothing. There was no gifts. There was no money.
What was the
There
end
was no
goal?
trips. Nothing. The end goal was just to manipulate and just to control her. Control. Capital C, man.
She's
That was
never gonna
she
be
was
invited.
she was she was feeding off of like there's something actually wrong with her, and manipulating her cousin and feeding her this story and creating this life that was feeding into something in her that I don't think she even knows. And she needs like a team of psychiatrists to like figure that out.
Because like after this video went viral, and they said that the actor that played the cousin isn't the actual person. The actual person's photo got leaked. People actually went on like X and stuff and like found the actual Simran,
Social justice.
and she's a good-looking girl.
Actually, no, the picture was of her in that Netflix was her.
No,
Yeah, it was. It was.
no.
Are you sure?
The one in
Basically-
Netflix wasn't, but people found by linking somehow. Man, it's the internet.
Yeah,
They
found her.
found a photo of the actual Simran, and she's pretty decent looking. So I'm surprised that she never had the time to go and just start her own life, and just spent her 10 years, 11 years,
God.
manipulating her
I
cousin.
felt bad though, guys. Now she's like, obviously, there's so many like sad parts out of this because then now she's a lot older, and to be able to find somebody now is very, very difficult.
Not
But the
even
craziest thing was at the starting when she met that guy in a bar. I felt like that was the moment. You know what I mean? Like at the starting, she actually meets the real guy.
Yeah.
The one that she actually goes at the end of
She
the
actually met
She
Barbie.
actually met him at a bar in wherever the hell, like
Yeah.
Berkshire or those weird like towns in
Well, that's
London.
so
But she was trying to talk to him, but it was very loud.
yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, this is whatever, Bobby.
Yeah.
This is what's her name again? No,
What was her-
what was her name? I can't remember. Anyways, so she's like, "Oh, hey, this is whatever." We were like talking,
Yeah.
and he couldn't hear her or something, so they kind of like split.
Kirat.
Yeah, Kirat.
Kirat?
Yeah.
Was it Kirat, man?
Naki Yaroda.
Yeah, Kirat. Yeah.
Anyways,
I was like, why are you confusing me? Okay.
it felt like that part, that moment in her life was so like significant. The fact that she actually met the guy, and then from that day forward, she somehow connected, obviously, with then her cousin started this. It's just crazy. Like that moment where she actually met him in a nightclub,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
But she couldn't like talk to him.
Yeah.
She couldn't talk to him because it's too loud. And anyways, I don't know actually what happened, but they didn't connect on that day.
So that's her cousin
Was dating
was
his brother.
dating his brother. So
Yeah.
that's why they were all there.
But even that was apparently like fake. No, that wasn't fake.
No,
That was real.
but they broke up a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time ago, and then she started doing this.
Moral of the story is that if you're like young and Punjabi, because this is a very Punjabi related thing, or anybody, just like just listen to your family at some point.
Yeah,
Don't shut everybody out. You have
yeah.
to listen. I felt bad for her dad and her mom
Yeah.
and her aunt because they're like, this guy sounds like a chick,
Yeah.
and she just was like, no, it's not.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. The whole thing out of it is the parent. Like, I feel bad.
And why do you sleep with people? Why do people sleep with the phone on? I don't get that. Have you guys done that? Let's be honest. What's with sleeping with the fucking phone on? Like, put the phone on. Like, the person's not physically there. It's a phone. I don't get that. Why do people do that?
You haven't been in love. It's
No, I've been in love. I've been in love.
yes.
Can't talk about that.
No. We need a
That's a different catfish story.
We'll talk about that when we hit. Just turned out Sim is on.
The new documentary coming out.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna rake it in now.
Yeah. So now they're trying to make catfishing a law, which
Yeah.
is the whole reason
Which they
why
should.
which is the whole reason she's putting her story out there, which is good, right?
Yeah.
So let's see if it gets affected. Let's see if it comes into play
Yeah.
where, I haven't heard anything yet.
But there's so many angles to this story. So share your comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hate on me. I was not catfished, nor do I condone it. So just steer clear.
Yeah. I got nothing else.
That's good.
Good.
Sweet.
Thank
Bobby.
you for the comment and asking us to do this because it was fun. Make sure you guys keep commenting. Let us know if you guys want us to talk about a topic.
Send us videos.
That's
That always helps.
Yeah. Send us, link us down below, and keep hitting that subscribe button. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on Monday.
Monday.
Peace.